Patty wants to know, I am debating whether to move out into an apartment or buy a condo for no more than $250,000. Should I rent or buy to own? I'm a first-time home buyer. So this sounds like a question of, in today's market, should I be buying or should I be renting?
I'd be buying.
Be buying.
If you've got a stable job.
Give me a why. Give me a why.
If you have a stable job and you've got some good income and assets, and we can help you out with the assets part, they're really...
You can help me cover my assets?
I can help you cover your assets.
Okay, good.
And you're living in this area in particularly, and it's going to be, whatever area you're in specifically, but especially in Southern California, you're really looking at some mortgages that might be relatively less expensive than actually renting, especially after you consider tax breaks and stuff like that. So you can be paying cheaper monthly payments and owning something, or paying rent and not owning something.
But there's more to it, though, than that, isn't there?
It's the biggest no-brainer in the
history of mankind. Oh, God.
But I would look at your situation. And you know what I see a lot? People think they're not going to qualify for the amount that they want, and then they get surprised. They're like, oh, I'm actually pre-approved for this amount? I thought this, and this. Remember, there's real world.
That's all part of doing things backwards, too, once again, where you go shopping first and then you go and find out how much you got on your credit card.
The other thing is, Patty's saying a condo for no more than $250,000 is I mean, she can get a house for that now, right?
Yeah. Well,
a lot of places.
You tend to get more for a condo or townhome because of, you don't have, usually in a condo, you're not going to have your own yard. You're not going to have
some people like that,
detached walls.
I kind of like somebody else, cleaning the yard.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a condo fan, except around here, meaning in Long Beach, because the HOAs, for the most part, around here are ridiculous.
But then I like my own yard, so I don't have to walk around and see you walking in my shared yard with your shirt off.
Oh, Frank, shut up! You love
I want some privacy.
With my shirt off,
And with condos, depending on your area again, and especially in that price range, you'll probably see some challenges, as far additional challenges.
Common walls and things like that. You don't have the detachment and the privacy, your own deal. That's why a home
sounds like you're antisocial, Frank.
No, absolutely
just
not.
Talk to a lender, see how much you get pre-approved for, and your pre-approval, you'll know one way or another exactly where you stand.
Frank, who's your neighbors on the right side of your house?
Barry.
Who's on the left side?
That would be no. Well, she's got a nickname and a real name, Helen.
And we can't say the nickname.
There you go. Well, I was thinking maybe you don't even know your neighbors because you stay secluded inside the house or something. Scott, you didn't have an opinion on this. Why? Scott, you didn't have an opinion.
No, I actually had a.
He lives in a loft.
No, I actually had a question about this on Homeownership University yesterday, and somebody was asking, should they buy a condo or should they buy a single family residence? And
who answered it?
Condos. I answered it, but condos is really, you're buying an apartment, and you can't control who your
some
neighbors are.
Some are nice though.
Yeah, but you can't control who your neighbors are, and I mean, if you're
can you control who your neighbors are if you buy a single family? No, Frank got Helen and Barry.
But you can. Frank loves Helen and Barry.
Well, I'm not sure that's what he said, but
it's. I mean, if you're thinking, should I get an apartment or should I get a condo? I mean, just really make sure that you want to live there. Here are a couple of factors, though.
Okay, Frank.
You're going to get more bang for your buck for a condo or townhome because of the inconveniences, I think, of not having your own yard and so forth.
Paying $500 a month?
Maybe after HOAs. So you really...
But let's say that same price range for that home, that might put you in a location that's not as desired to you because of the convenience.
Neighborhood.
That home is going to be in a neighborhood and not a
Hood.
community.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting
So-
thrown by the apartment or condo thing, and I think it's really
Yeah.
a rent versus own. And
Yeah.
Right.
there's arguments for both. Because
What would you do right now?
Well, anything that you buy right now, I would say that we need to make sure you want to stay in that community, because anything you buy right now,
You're
you're
gonna be
gonna
there for
you're
a
gonna
while.
hang on to for at least 5 to 7 years before
Yeah,
being
those-
able to get rid of it.
The flipping thing. is over.
So just make sure you're just not going to have enough equity to be able to sell the home in that time period. So if you're confident that you're going to live in that community and you're
Yeah.
ensconced in that community, and
Nice word.
Just have your
Ensconced.
checklist. Am I single or do I have a family? That's a factor
Do I
right
like
there.
to mow lawns?
We need more
Is it gonna
room if we have the
expand?
family, the
Yeah.
yard, this, and all these other factors that we're willing to go to the neighborhood. Okay, you're single. You got one car because more than likely you're not going to have a garage. You're going to have a carport, a space, and all these other factors. And you're okay with that. But I'm going to
It just
have.
means you're not
but
gonna
I'm gonna have
accumulate years of
But I'm
junk.
going to have a community gym and a community a pool and a spa and all those other things. Yeah, I have an HOA, but I have those amenities. Maybe that's the
it's
direction
so
you want
much
to go.
more of a
you know?
long-term commitment now
Yeah.
than it has been in the past, just because you're not going to have the ability
to sell and make
sell
any
or
kind of
move.
money to move up, right?
Right.